Welcome to Under Two Capes News. I'm Jared.
And I'm Lad.
Yes, that's right. Lad is his first time on the news show.
Yes.
So what we're going to do today is we are going to watch the trailer for Masters of the Universe Revelation and react to it. And then we'll have a brief discussion about it.
Yeah.
I'll put this on the screen. Actually, should I have it on the screen or should I just not? And then we'll just show the audio of us reacting.
Yeah, we can just hear the audio of us reacting.
Yeah, so I don't get hit with any copyright.
Yeah.
Stuff. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're not gonna show us what we're watching the trailer.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Looks good.
You will never succeed, Skeletor. Call your champion.
Mark Hamill.
All audio belongs to Netflix. They gotta throw that disclaimer in there.
No, I'm claiming it.
Animation style looks great.
Yeah.
After 40 years. Yeah, it's the sequel to the actual show. Of course, they picked the song from Detective Pikachu.
Yeah. It's cool that they'll actually be allowed to punch and fight because, before it was like for kids, so. I see a lot of classic characters here.
Yeah.
Cyclops, yeah. Orko, yes.
That's my Joker.
Nice. And this is just a teaser, but I like it's a nice, so we don't get any story details, but that was good. The animation
looks spot on. Jeez.
That looks really good. The fighting looks really, really good,
It's funny is that I never noticed that the symbol on He-Man's chest is an actual H.
Yeah, I guess so.
I never noticed that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I guess it is kind
of. Speaking of which, we actually have now we have an animation of him turning into He-Man.
Yeah, and I noticed that they did make him look a little bit thinner for just Prince Adam.
Yeah.
And then when he turns into He-Man, he gets a bit more bulked out.
That was kind of the way it was, right?
Was it? Can we see? Just type in Prince Adam. Just from Prince Adam from like the original series. I just remember Prince Adam being really.
Oh, from the original series. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like Prince Adam was really, I think. All
right, hang on. Yeah, he's jacked.
He's like Prince Adam is like look at right there. Prince Adam, he's like he's really jacked. So when he turned into He-Man, it would just be more like he got tanned and then his shirt would fall off. But
what I don't get is, here's the thing. So people talk about how stupid Superman's secret identity is his disguise. Let's think about Prince Adam. He, like He-Man, hangs out with a giant green cat.
Yeah.
How the hell has no one connected this? They have the same hairdo.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's a good point.
He doesn't even wear like a mask or glasses or anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't connect to people that all he could possibly be doing is tearing off his shirt.
Yeah. He's literally the exact same size, build, and of Adam and He-Man. And then they also have the same hair. They have the same face. Prince Adam carries the sword around also in the back.
Yeah, I'm like, no one recognizes the freaking sword.
I know, and the battle cat thing, like, it's literally the exact same person.
This is more obvious than Clark Kent being Superman.
You're right.
Okay?
It literally is. Like, at least he puts on casual clothes and stuff like that.
He slouches.
Yeah.
He's more clumsy. This dude carries around the sword.
At least he had the glasses on.
How is no one connected the sword part?
This is literally Prince Adam and He-Man is as bad as Doofenshmirtz with Perry the Platypus and Agent P and Phineas and Ferb.
Yes, yeah.
He's literally like.
I've never seen that show.
Oh, you don't. Yeah, okay. So the fans and the watching, you guys would realize it's literally that bad. The supervillain in the show, he can't tell the difference between like the regular secret agent animal and then when it's like wearing a fedora. It's like the only thing that changes
the fedora. That's it.
Yeah, he literally. It's Agent P is a platypus who fights the evil Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
literally all he does is he stands on his hind legs and puts a fedora on, and then Doofenshmirtz can't tell the difference between the two of them. It fools him every single time.
That is this.
That's this.
This is the most obvious case of I could figure this out ever.
Oh boy.
I don't think anyone really has a secret identity that's this obvious.
Yeah, that's funny.
That has a secret identity, because I know Captain America, but he says I'm
Public
Steve
figure.
Rogers.
Yeah, but
That's the thing about Marvel. No one has a secret identity in
Yeah.
Marvel.
oh boy. But no, I think the trailer, the teaser looked really good. I think it looked pretty interesting. The animation style.
Animation style looks
Good.
gorgeous.
Yeah, we heard a little bit of voices. The Skeletor sounded great.
Even Kevin Smith, the guy that's working on the series, goes, "This isn't gonna be like the She-Ra series,
Yeah.
because that they made a reboot of She-Ra
Yeah.
series that no one liked.
Yeah, that was definitely more
It's
of like
because they tried to wokeify She-Ra, and you can't do that.
yeah, they did She-Ra and they wokeified it a bit.
She-Ra,
and-
Princess of Power.
yeah, Prince of Power. I guess like
It looked terrible.
it looks more for like like I guess you would say like a modern telling of it, but it looked really kind of not like anything we've seen.
In other
before,
words,
so
CW.
kind of like that. So I'm glad that they didn't go with that route with this,
Mhm.
and that they're going a different direction from that show. So,
Yeah, I was like, okay, come on, guys. But yeah, I'm so happy about that. It looks freaking dope. I mean,
Mhm.
the animation style alone. Well, first off, yeah. See, here's the thing. I'm gonna share the screen real quick so we can look at this. This is what Lad's talking about. Okay, so Prince Adam. So here's He-Man.
yeah,
Here's He-Man.
yeah,
I have to move this camera. Where so that's how Jack He-Man looks.
yeah,
Here's Prince Adam.
yeah. He's
Or-
he's like
What the hell?
the same build. Like look at his like thighs are like
Yeah.
muscle toned and everything, and his calves, and it's the same build as He-Man.
He even carries around the same sword.
I know.
And hangs out with the same cat. The sword and the cat alone and the bowl cut should be like, it'd be one thing if when he turned to He-Man, he got like a mohawk or something like
yeah,
that. Where now he actually looks thinner.
yeah.
Or he gets more jacked.
hmm
I'm like, are you kidding me? No one can connect this.
That's fine. So I'm glad that they fixed that a little bit. Made Prince Adam a bit
And
slimmer.
also, here's the thing. In the 2002 series, they made it even worse. Because remember, Tila, Tila,
yeah,
she actually tries to connect the fact that whenever Prince Adam leaves, He-Man shows up.
oh really? That's
No
funny.
one's thought about this.
That's funny. But
At this point, I have to wonder: are these guys all idiots?
it must be some sort of magical enchantment that's with the sword that the
If it was
sorcerer
magical
gave it.
enchantment, the lady who gave He-Man the sword would say, wouldn't have said, "Don't tell anyone you're He-Man."
That's
She should
true.
have said, "Don't worry about it; they'll never know."
Maybe it's like the thing that Doctor Strange did for Spider-Man, where as long as he doesn't tell anyone or reveal his identity, he would be safe.
But here's the thing: at least Spider-Man wears a full body mask,
yeah,
pretty
that's
much.
true, yeah.
But this one, it's like, no, I'm just gonna get more I'm just gonna take off my shirt, throw on a loincloth, carry my same sword around. Although in the other one, they made it kind of different. It opened up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like that makes a big difference.
It's funny. It's just one of those things you just have to. It's just
The suspension of disbelief is strong with this one.
yeah. It's just something that as a kid, you didn't really think about it. It was like, oh, it's cool.
Nowadays, because I spent the past year studying superheroes, I'm like, are you kidding me?
it's funny. It's just
And
something
people
to-
say Clark Kent is obvious.
it's something. It's just something to laugh about.
Geez, this is worse than Batman.
Oh boy, yeah. But no, that's good. Series looks good. I'm interested to see because I think they haven't really given us too much the story premise, but
The premise is basically that in like the first 2 episodes, something like that, something happens, some cataclysmic event happens, and then it cuts for it's like a time jump.
oh, okay.
And it's like a couple years later that's why He-Man is like wearing that cloak.
I see. So they all they got scattered a bit and
Kind
gone
of,
their other
yeah.
way. And I think Tila is trying to unite the
I just
group
really hope it
again.
doesn't turn into the Tila show.
No. Kevin Smith did say that she's obviously
She's a character.
She's
She
a
can be a
character.
major character because she is a major character.
right.
But it's not going to be her. It's going to be the He-Man show.
Yeah, it's the He-Man show. He made sure to point that out
But
because people were concerned.
I kind of trust him
Yeah.
because he is a fan that's
Yeah.
directly involved with the making of the show.
Yeah.
In fact, he even said he wrote a bunch of the episodes. So I'm
Mhm.
like, I'm going to give you the
Yeah.
benefit of the doubt.
Mhm.
I'm going to save my judgment until I watch like more than 2 or 3 episodes because
Yeah.
because let me put it this way, with Superman and Lois, I waited like 4 episodes before I made my determination. Still fantastic, by the way.
Yeah.
But besides that, give this a second. Could turn out terribly, or it could turn out to be great. I think I'm more inclined to believe the latter.
Yeah.
Because this could be the resurrection of He-Man. Because when's the last time you ever heard of He-Man?
Yeah, it's been a while. Because I mean, honestly, ever since the 2002 series, we've literally had nothing, from like 2004 or something to now, except for the She-Ra thing, which was
It's if anything damaged.
Damaged
the
it, and it wasn't
reputation.
even very much like the original, She-Ra or anything. It was basically just something has the same name as
It's
it.
a fan fiction. That's
Right.
what it is.
And it was only on Netflix, so it's a bit more, unheard of. But this is definitely really good. I mentioned before we started the podcast that it's going to be, we're getting the Masters of the Universe Revelation, which is really like for an older fan base like us, or someone that watched the original series back in the day. And it's actually like a sequel to the original TV series where we're going to see the characters actually grow and develop, and storylines will be continued from the original series. And then we're also getting another show that's called just He-Man the Masters of the Universe, and that show is going to be like a new retelling of the He-Man story, kind of like the 2002 series was a new retelling. There's going to be we're getting a new version of that, which will also be released on Netflix, I think next year or something like that.
Yeah.
So something for the older fans, and then also a new story for the newer fans.
I'll
and
check out both, but I'm more inclined to watch this.
Yeah,
one.
definitely more excited for this one at the moment, but hopefully that one will also be pretty good for bringing new fans into the series.
Because let me put it this way: when I was young, I grew up on the 2002 series.
Really, it's funny because I never actually watched
it. Was on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
I used to watch it religiously.
Really, I remember hearing a lot of good things about it. I've never actually watched it. Was it good? I watched a lot.
So good.
I watched a lot of the classic He-Man.
That's why I said okay.
Yeah.
The classic one's actually pretty good. I actually watched a little bit of the classic show too.
It was a fun world, but this definitely feels like something in the same vein as the 2002 series. Also, like the edgy,
a little bit,
the dark, like the style.
They may actually allow them to kill each other.
Hey, really? In 2002?
No, I mean they may allow them to kill each other.
Yeah.
Just let's retreat.
Yeah, and Skeletor's like, I'm going to defeat you, He-Man.
Skeletor's blasting off again.
Yeah. And he's like, he's not allowed to say kill. That's a no-no.
To say kill.
Yeah,
exactly.
and it's funny in the.
You have to make sure he doesn't function anymore.
Exactly. It's funny because in the original series, they really were only just starting to let like fighting happen, and they had some sword fights, but when they actually fought in combat, even though they're also muscle toned, they never actually punched each other like impact
with full force.
Full force.
It was more like.
Yeah, like little things, and their actual when they fought, it was actually wrestling. If you watch the clips of it, they're actually more wrestling, and there's actually articles describing it. When they fought, they would actually kind of like move side to side, and then grapple a little bit, and then throw the other person.
The Transformers kind of did in the 80s.
Exactly, because they had maybe a little bit of fighting, but straight up punching someone was not allowed on TV, especially for children.
Nowadays, you can straight up murder people.
I think they still don't allow it for children, but for Netflix, I guess it's okay.
For Netflix, they're like, we don't care. Just go ahead and murk people.
It's a good thing it's something to wonder about society. Are we moving in a bad direction?
Has the TV gotten better?
It has been pretty exciting.
There you go.
But at what cost have we sacrificed our future generations?
We wouldn't have Zack Snyder's Justice League.
That's true. But regardless, this looks really good. Hopefully it lives up in the legacy of He-Man.
I'm hoping it doesn't suck.
Mm-hmm. I think Kevin Smith is a big super fan, and him personally directing this is really cool. I mean, how many times have we gotten like
a fan actually working on it?
Fan working on it.
Let me put it this way. Dave Filoni's in charge of Star Wars. We saw how great that got.
Exactly, right? It literally, Clone Wars and Bad Batch and stuff like that has revitalized Star Wars in completely new ways.
Yeah, to the point where people ignore like the High Republic, which terrible.
I've heard
High Republic is the most creatively bankrupt thing the Lucasfilm story group has ever done.
I kind of like the concept of it.
I like the concept, it's just the execution is like, what?
I think it would be
a rock as your navigator and a ship called a vessel.
I
right.
Think it's funny. There was in the old canon had a Sith ship that was called Ship that was sentient.
I never, and I'm not defending that. That's stupid.
I think it's just the problem that people really want the Old Republic, so the High Republic kind of is like a sword.
That's what I thought it was gonna be like, because it says it's taking place before episode 1. Oh, really?
I think it's a sore point for people that
Because you would think, let's see, if we throw out everything people like about Star Wars and then insert our own stuff that no one seems to like, but what we still want to push, why were the fans so upset with us? It's like that meme of like I shooting everyone. It's like, why do the fans hate us?
yeah. Oh boy, but
But anyway, before I go into a rant about Star Wars,
yep.
that's for another show. But yeah, so this looks great. I'm excited. I'm hoping it doesn't suck.
Yep. But it looks fun. It looks fun. I'm excited for that.
It looks extremely fun.
Mhm.
All right, everyone, have a good week and stay heroic.